Alright, sorry about that, I was looking at the clock. It is Monday, November 18th, and this is part 2 of my update. So, I told you decision had to be made. And, yeah, we made a decision. And around 6 o'clock, our decision was finalized. So, yeah, everything worked out well. And like I said, it is Monday. I've been here since Wednesday for blood pressure issues because I have very high blood pressures. So we're kind of like preeclamptic, swollen, but not really that swollen. Of course, crazy contractions and that protein. So, but yeah, let's go walk around this room again. Cause I have something else or some more stuff to show you guys. Yeah, I know. This seems quite boring, but bear with me. So, my lovely couch. And we're going to walk over to this lovely crib and see just what the decision was. So yeah, she's here. She's under Billy lights now because she developed a little jaundice a couple days ago, and it's actually broken down. Her levels are not really that high, but we're hanging out one more day. We could have been discharged today, but what happened is the doctor wants to see her levels go down more because they're borderline, and she doesn't want her home, and then we have to bring her back. By the time she goes in to see her, she'll see her, our pediatrician later this week. So I told her this morning, I said, if need be, after we check her levels, then I'll hang out another day. And my issue is my blood pressure is still high, and we're trying a cocktail or whatever, trying to figure out how to keep it down. My last reading was lower than it has been all day, so hopefully it'll stay down. I don't know really why it has not come down. I don't know, I kind of think the mag, this time, they magged me like crazy, and my first dose, that bolus dose, was so high, I was really delusional after it went through because I wanted to turn the pump down. Yeah, don't do that. Only if you are a nurse. And even then, if they catch you doing it, you're in trouble. But yeah, I was going to turn the pump down because I don't like it. You know, if I'm fine, I don't really have to deal with it. But we're trying to make sure, you know, everything was going to be safe during the delivery. But yeah, it was a very strong dose, and it hit me like crazy, and then I had to be on that magnesium for the whole 24 hours. So, yeah, that wiped me out, and I think that's what is keeping my blood pressure so high, just trying to work itself out of my system. Let me sit down. So, anywho, yeah, it was just a couple hours, and the surgery was scheduled, but actually I was pushed back because there was someone that was an emergency, so she went ahead and delivered her, and then did mine, which actually was better because by that time all the kids were picked up, and they were able to be here. Everybody was here. So that was the first time that the kids were ever here when anybody was born. And her dad was in the delivery room, you know, to see her being born. So that was something different for me, because usually he would have to watch the kids, and I'd be by myself, and he'd come later. But everybody was actually here, so they got to see her before they went home. And because I was so out of it, I just kind of took some pictures, and, you know, I'll put them up on Facebook randomly when I get a chance. But I didn't do anything because I was so out of it and loopy. Just the little stuff, the little snippets I've done video-wise, I just, they're still here. I haven't uploaded anything. Okay, stats. Baby was born at 6:53 p.m. on Wednesday, November 13th. She was 4 pounds, 11 ounces. It's not on here, or it is. Nope, it's not even on this card. But she was 16 3/4 inches. Little peanut, but she was bigger than Aaliyah. Aaliyah was only 4'3". And right now she's at 4'3". She's dropped some weight. She's at 4'3" now, 4'3.8". But you know, she's doing excellent. She doesn't have any problems to be 35 weeks and a day. No problems whatsoever. And yes, I called it. I told you guys, 35 weeks, and I was over, done. So yeah, I called it perfectly. What else? So right now, if you guys know, jaundice babies need to be under light. I'm gonna try to lift it up real quick so you can see her eyes. Well, she's asleep. I don't want her to wake up. There she is. Typically, but she's in my room, and so we have her under 2 billy blankets. One is on her back, and one is on her belly. And so we're going to do another draw, because she had a draw at 6 tonight, and it hadn't gone down completely. We need to go down like a couple more levels, and she'll be clear for release tomorrow. And so she'll be assessed in the morning, labs will be drawn again, and we'll go from there. Worst case, we're hanging out again another day, which is, you know, extended stay. I've talked about that before. I had an extended stay with Aaliyah. We ended up staying 7 days. So, no big deal. But, I mean, she's perfectly healthy. Perfect. I'm not going to unwrap her right now because she's under all this stuff, but once you do see her, she's just, she's so tiny. You see her little head. She's a good baby. She does not cry very much. Have to wake her up to feed her sometimes. Oh yes, nursing. She is just from the beginning, just like a pro. No problem. I could tell right off if the baby has a suck problem. No problem. She knows how to nurse. My milk came in 2 days. So not the day I delivered, not the day after, but that next morning, my milk was in. No problems. I was going to bring the fenugreek with me. I didn't get a chance to pick up a fresh bottle. And but then I thought maybe I just want to wait and see how my milk does on its own. And she brought it in with no problem. So that's what we're doing. We're looking towards possible supplementation for this jaundice. So it'll be something like, I'm going to nurse her and then top her off with a little bit of formula just to push out everything, which, no big deal. It's not the end of the world if she has formula. Her being healthy and home is what we want. Okay. Baby's name is Zion Aria Malak, and that means beautiful song angel. So yeah, this is my Zion. It's not spelled like traditional Z-I-O-N, but her name is Zion. Aria is not A-R-I-A, but it is Aria. I have to maybe put it in a comment or something. And of course, when I put the pictures on Facebook, if you haven't checked Facebook and you're a friend of mine, there are, I think I put maybe 3 pictures. I didn't put her name on there because I hadn't decided how to spell it. So, yeah, it was just a couple I took one night with one of the girls' cameras. But yeah, you can see pictures there. And in fact, I need to go back and check because I just put them up. So if there's comments on there and I haven't responded, sorry. I'm stuck in the hospital. Not really trying to pay attention to Facebook. But, yeah, Zion Aria Malak. And, yeah, you guys know my kids have Arabic names, so that's where that came in. And Zion, of course, was a combination of my cousin's first and middle name. I had told her I would name her after her. So, yeah. My other choice, her middle name was, or her middle name is hyphenated. So Aria Malak is hyphenated. It was going to be Amaya, which means night rain. So it would have been beautiful night rain angel, or beautiful rain angel. I don't know. Dad said Aria, and the girls were like, yeah, we like Aria. I hadn't thought of Aria because it's a little bit popular, but of course I tweaked the spelling, and just like I tweaked the spelling on Zion, and it, you know, everybody got that it was Zion, and they were saying, oh, that's beautiful, but it doesn't look like Zion at first. So yeah, it's cute. And yeah, Aria is quite different, but yeah, she's truly a Zion. She knows her name. When I say Zion, she'll open her eyes and look around. She responds. So it was kind of a toss-up. But when I looked at her and I said, "Do you want to be a Zion?" She just, you know, looked right at me. So I was like, "Okay, Zion it is." And as far as the twins, their reaction, Layla is so in love with this baby. I already know I'm going to have to watch her when she gets home. She thinks it's her baby. She wants to be the mom. She's, you know, I had them come in, washed her hands. She wants to sit down. She saw the baby. She was like, Mom, you're in the hospital. Because the first night they only saw her in the nursery. So she knew she was here, but she didn't really get the concept of she's going to be in the room next time and up close. So she wanted to hold her. She just, you know, let me hold the baby, and this is my baby. And Aaliyah, oh my goodness, she has this laugh that I've been trying to capture on video. It's a silly laugh. I have to capture it, but she did her little laugh. She's just so tickled to death over this baby. She wants to hold her. She's talking more, and she said, I want to hold her. So she hold her. I have to teach her not to grab her by the head, because that's pretty much where she was trying to grab her. But I put her in her lap and held her up, and she was holding her. She was kissing her. She is in love with the baby. She's been in love with the baby. She would be the one to come up and kiss and poke and rub my belly. So, they're loving her. Tariq, on the other hand, Mama, I don't want that baby. That's what he told me. I always knew he was going to be a little nervous, and I said when he hears her cry, he's really going to be nervous. He is not taken to her like everybody else. He, I don't know, it took him a while to understand, you know, when Aaliyah came, because he was so little. But once she started to walk, he really got, you know, that's when he started playing with her. But, this one, he wants no parts. Even when I was pregnant, he knew there was a baby, but he wouldn't want to touch my belly. He wouldn't, he just basically acknowledged it and he would walk off. But he just, no baby, I don't want that baby. I don't want to touch the baby. So it's really going to, I'm going to have to spend a lot of extra time with him to kind of get him used to the baby and not make him feel like he's left out, because he just is not going to get it. It's going to take a while for him to understand, especially because she's so, she's so new, and he's not 18 months. So I think they were around 18 months when Aaliyah came. He's 3 now. So he pretty much knows things, he knows a little more. Let's see. But yeah, I'm sure I won't have any problems with anybody else. The little one's helping me out, and helping me out a little too much, being little mommies. What else? The older girls, they, it's a baby, another baby. She's cute. She's tiny. We think she looks like Aaliyah. I think she also looks like Layla. But I've said all along from the ultrasound photo that she looks like Aaliyah. So, yeah. I guess once I get back home, things will be back to chaos, because chaos never left, and I'm saying that with a big old smile, because I can't say back to normal. I got 2 phone calls this morning, and it was only 7 o'clock in the morning, and I just thought, gee whiz, what now? So, yeah, they're calling me from home. What can I do when I'm in the hospital, y'all? That's my family. I love them, but I need some rest. So I'm enjoying my little free vacation. Well, being my insurance, but this is a holiday. I'm getting fed. My room is nice. There's even a TV. And you guys know we don't have TV. So everybody's like, what's on TV? What's that? I really don't know. I don't watch TV, so I don't know. But it's a nice little feature. I've been watching some HGTV. That show I do know. Anyway. Yeah, a little bugger. I have to feed her. She's been fed normally like every 3 hours. I usually take her out, and I can leave her blanket on her. It's actually like a little pad, and feed her. But now we've got the one on the top. We just started this one a couple hours ago. I'm going to take that one off when I feed her. And I just take her out the crib and put her on the bed with me. See, she got her arm out. Maybe I can pull her little hand out. I just want you guys to see just how tiny my little woman is. See that? It's a little video, and my hands are humongous because they're swollen. But I have lost all that weight. I lost all that weight immediately as soon as I left that delivery room. So, yeah, my little peanut. See if I can get a foot. Yeah, there's a foot. See a little foot. Little toes. A little legs. See, I'm going to wrap that's my pinky and my thumb. And there's like a whole bunch of room left. So her foot is as long as my index finger. Actually, it's not even that long. It's a little bit shorter. Yeah, it's a little bit shorter. There we go. That's how tiny she is. So, but yeah, we're working on it. Yeah, we're working on it. And course, diapers. We'll get into all that later. I'll show, because some people may be challenged, especially with somebody this little with no buns whatsoever. Just pretty much use a pre-fold in a cover, and you know, no big deal. Yeah, we'll do that. There's one in little pink stuff. One thing that I did make sure to send out for, I didn't bring it, but gas drops. So this is one thing that you need. Before you put anything else in your bag, or anything in your bag, put this in your bag. Put it in your car. Even, you know, if you haven't made the bag, leave it in the car. Go buy it and leave it in your car. Because trust me, you're going to want it. And I've had that issue with all of my kids. I don't know if that's the brand that's something new. It's a new taste, great new taste. But it was not that brand the last time I bought some. But yeah, you're gonna want some of that. And so that's what I have to give her for gas. It's kind of hard for her to burp. Sometimes she lets out a healthy burp, but sometimes it just takes a while, and with her having to be down, you know, so ever so often, I need her to be burped, or it's going to come up out of her nose. So I make sure that she has her little drops. You only have to give them to her once a day. But I noticed after that second day, because I didn't get any sleep after I had her, I didn't get any sleep that night. And that second night, it was just like, oh my gosh, I have to go to sleep, I have to go to sleep. And she had to go to nursery for something, and she had been fed, and they ended up keeping her, and so I slept for 3 hours straight. But I just knew then, because she was really fussy, and I just said, this is not right, and I can't keep doing this. I need to sleep. So, between her assessments and her feedings, I would nurse her, and then they would come and get her and do whatever it is they had to do. I was going to sleep, so it kind of evened out. And pumping-wise, I have pumped and given her a bottle of the milk, and she's taking it fine, fast. She has a great suck. So yeah, no problems there. The pump is this, I don't know if I can reach over there. This video, I'm just trying to hang out with you guys on this video for a bit. Sorry, I'm not going to get all the way up, but it's an Amita. It's a brand new, it's a new model Amita, and it's a speed suction timer on the front, and there's a little bottle. Yeah, and it works, you know. So hospital grade pump is, you know, if you can get one, great. I'm not going to say it's a necessity, but if you have small babies, early babies, at least pump until their due date. That would help them, because all that preemie milk is great for them. It's like, it's even better than the colostrum. So, yeah, if you can get your milk going with a hospital grade pump early on, do that. And there's a couple different methods. Usually people's insurance are covering them now. And if you're on WIC, which is not a hard thing to sign up for at all, even if you just had the baby, you can still sign up. They're eligible, you're eligible until baby's 5. Do that. Usually it's pretty standard qualifications. Anybody qualifies. And they will give you a pump to use for the duration of your pumping, a couple months, a year, whatever. You just return it when you finish, and there's no fee involved. So, and it's an ammeter too. It'll be the same kind. So, but yeah, that I've never had to really deal with buying I think I bought one, maybe two. Just regular throw around, even flow pumps, and they work good. It was a single electric and a double electric. In fact, I still have them. The motors never died on them, and I used them. So that tells you products were real good back then, and that was like what, 10 years ago. So yeah, you would want a hospital grade, not a used one, because of hospital grade is a closed circuit pump. And if you buy a used one, you risk contamination and all kind of stuff. Even though they say they disinfected it, or you think you disinfected it, if you actually took apart that unit, you could see milk backed up in the whole unit. So, of course, that leads to hepatitis. It could lead to HIV, all kinds of stuff. But I'm rambling. That's not what I wanted.